There's a kind of discipline that doesn't inspire admiration. It inspires fear. The kind that makes people whisper behind your back, "He's not normal." Today, you'll learn exactly how to become that kind of person. The kind whose consistency terrifies the lazy. The kind who doesn't quit, even when everyone else does. Have you ever met someone who never fails? The one who wakes up before the sun, trains in silence, eats the same breakfast, and never breaks rhythm. The kind who makes excuses, they show up. While others rest, they refine. You look at them and think, what's driving them? The truth is, they've discovered something ancient. A discipline system born in Japanese monasteries, where the mind and body fuse into one unbreakable force. The monks called it Gyoji, continuous practice, without gaps. But before I explain how this ancient system rewires your mind, take a moment, subscribe to the channel and tell me in the comments, what habit do you wish you could master so deeply that it becomes who you are? Because after this, you'll never see discipline the same way again. There was a man named Ben, an accountant, intelligent, ambitious, but hopelessly inconsistent. He'd start strong every Monday. Gym, meditation, journaling. By Friday, he'd given up. Another week of promises. Another cycle of guilt. He thought his problem was motivation, but the real enemy was the architecture of his brain. Until one day, he discovered why Zen monks have meditated for centuries, without missing a single day. In a Zen temple, there's a rule that changes everything. Gyoji, continuous practice without gaps. Every morning since 1200 AD, a bell rings at 3:30 a.m., and every morning, without fail, the monks rise. Not at 3:25, not at 3:35, at exactly 3:30. No debate, no, just 5 more minutes, because in their world, the question does not exist. That's what Ben learned. His failure wasn't about effort, it was about identity. When a monk takes his vow, he isn't promising to meditate, he's becoming a meditator. The vow removes the negotiation. When you declare your identity publicly, I am someone who trains every morning, failure becomes unbearable, because your brain treats breaking identity like a threat to survival itself. That's what Ben did. He made his practice public, signed it, posted it, spoke it. Suddenly, quitting wasn't just failure, it was shame. And that pain became his greatest fuel. But identity alone doesn't silence biology. His body still craved comfort. The alarm would ring, and his mind would whisper, just today. You're tired. You deserve it. But now, something had changed. The pain of quitting was worse than the pain of continuing. So he kept moving, and his discipline began to sharpen. Then came the second rule of the monks, non-negotiable hours. The monks don't ask, when should I meditate? They already know. Ben chose 5 a.m., not because it was convenient, but because it was unchangeable. No emails, no noise, no excuses. His mind began to bend around the new pattern, and one morning, he woke up 2 minutes before the alarm. No thought, no decision, just movement. But even with a fixed hour, his mind found new loopholes. Some mornings, push-ups, some reading, others, nothing. That's when he learned the next lesson. Variety is the death of consistency. He locked everything down. 20 push-ups, 10 minutes meditation, 10 minutes reading, same order, same time, every day. The repetition broke him first, then it rebuilt him. Until one day he realized he was halfway through his routine before his mind had even woken up. The biggest lie is all or nothing. You tell yourself, if I can't do it perfectly, I'll do it later. That's how your old self creeps back in. A river doesn't stop when it's shallow. It keeps flowing, even if it's just a trickle. And so must you. Months passed. People began to notice. You're too obsessed. You need balance. But balance is for those who haven't found purpose. When your consistency scares others, That's when you know you're becoming something rare. Not disciplined, but unbreakable. Ben didn't just change his habits, he changed his identity. The old self, the inconsistent self, had died, and in its place stood a man who simply is. No more trying, no more negotiating, just being. So the question is, are you ready for that kind of transformation? Because this journey isn't about self-improvement, it's about rebirth, the death of your inconsistent self, and the awakening of your unbreakable one. When they look at you and whisper, "He's not normal," smile. You finally reached the level of discipline that only few will ever understand. This is Gyoji.